Second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. In. This might be a free play. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. 3 buzz. Yeah. 36. Switch.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boom.
Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Let's go one more.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A give running right is Mack. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. Check 31. Check 31. Check your back.
Brissett now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
Hey, that's good.
Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a carry for Lindsay. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten up.
A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
53,
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there. Freeman again, a first down carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ready. Go. 60 more.
Now to the air. Lock. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Set, 8, read.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Go, go. Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey. Ready?
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Watch the pass. Switch. Watch the safety creep. Check.
They go play action with Percent. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing, Percent. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brissett sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the run.
They're going to try and throw. And the pressure gets to him again. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lock now on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Shotgun snap to Lock. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. 91.
I'm coming after you. Watch twist.
Big grip.
Now it's Lindsey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
What we got?
Another run by Lindsey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Hit it. Hey, block it.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. On 2nd and 9. Lock. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. He's got this complete to Hamilton. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Lock gonna go on 4th down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
That's what I do. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe. Game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Todd Davis.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. Johnson's got it complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, Week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, lights. Now.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
50,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Big gap. Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Tim Patrick, 44 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Lindsey going to try and run it in. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's